Aaron Taylor Johnson, star of first ever R-rated Marvel movie. Aaron Taylor Johnson sent a video to cinema owners on Thursday to give them a first look at the Sony film as Kraven the Hunter kicked off CinemaCon in Las Vegas. Star Aaron Taylor Johnson sent a video to cinema owners to give them a first look at the Sony film. The footage featured Taylor Johnson in costume, complete with Craven's signature fur. Taylor Johnson sent in a video that showed the footage and said that the movie will be Sony's first Marvel film with an R rating. Is it gonna be rated R? Yes, it will be rated R, Johnson declared. Craven is seen in the footage stopping a caravan of poachers and swiftly unaliving 6 of them, including biting one man and spitting out a portion of his skin for the camera. We love a good graphic description of a movie. It also revealed that actor Alessandro Nivola will play the iconic Spider-Man villain, the Rhino, in the film, and in the recording, just his arm is shown and he seems to have dull skin. Nivola spoke with The Hollywood Reporter about his role in the movie without naming the character. In his words, "I just changed, truly, in the last snapshots of the film, so it's simply an exemplary reprobate job," Nivola said. "It had a personal history of psychology that was really interesting and complicated to draw from, and the movie has a time jump, so the character changes a lot from where he was at the beginning. As much of an opportunity to perform as any other film I've worked on." Craven, one of the comic book's most well-known villains, is a big bet for Johnson and Sony. When the studio announced his casting nearly 2 years ago, it claimed the actor had signed a multi-picture contract to play the character, who made his debut in 64's The Amazing Spider-Man number 15, where Stan Lee, the author, and Steve Ditko, the artist, introduced him. Craven is a difference in pace for Johnson, who broke out featuring in the comic book highlight Kick-Ass in 2010 and played a part in 2015's Vindicator's Age of Ultron, but has mostly avoided major studio features since then. That started to change with a small role in Tenet by Christopher Nolan and work in Bullet Train by Sony. Craven, which has a release date of October 6th and stars Ariana DeBose, Fred Hetchinger, Alessandro Nivola, Christopher Abbott, Russell Crowe, and is directed by J.C. Chandor. Craven is a big game hunter who pursues Spider-Man in the comics and was at the focal point of the exemplary 1980s Craven's Last Chase. The film rights to Marvel's Spider-Man, including a number of supporting characters, are owned by Sony. It has been successful with features that are much less expensive than your typical superhero fare like Venom, which made $856 million worldwide in 2018. Venom, a third Venom, and Madame Web, as well as Jared Leto's Morbius and Let There Be Carnage, followed. Licensing rights to the character are owned by Sony Pictures, along with, of course, Spider-Man and the studio's successful homegrown franchise, Venom, with Tom Hardy. Sony has also launched Morbius with Jared Leto to less impressive box results. Avi Arad and Matt Tolmach produced Craven. Art Markham, Matt Holloway, and Richard Wank wrote the script. Chandor's credits include the acclaimed Wall Street drama Margin Call, the harrowing Robert Redford drama All Is Lost, Oscar Isaac's A Most Violent Year, and Netflix's Ben Affleck Shoot 'Em Up, Triple Frontier. Speaking of Marvel, the trailer for Deadpool 3, the MCU's infamous R-rated film, was just released by one of the most recent directors at Marvel Studios. In a departure from its usual PG-13 rated fare, Marvel Studios is about to launch R-rated content in theaters and on Disney+. Alongside Wonder Zombies in the streaming circle, this will be seen most unmistakably from Chief Chantal on Deadpool 3, which is gone before by 2 of the 3 most noteworthy earning adults-only films made. Many are concerned that Deadpool 3 won't go too far with the R rating to make the character's MCU debut worthwhile, given Marvel Studios' track record of only releasing projects with a PG-13 rating. None of them have even dropped an F-bomb. Sean Levy, the film's director, has used this opportunity to reassure fans and explain how far Marvel Studios intends to go in that direction. Deadpool 3 director Sean Levy spoke with Collider about how hard he and his team are working to develop the upcoming threequel, specifically touching on its status as the MCU's first R-rated film. Working with screenwriters Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, Levy celebrated Hugh Jackman's comeback as Wolverine and noted that in the script the violence is in your face and hardcore. Although Marvel is is still a ways out from shooting the movie, Levy highlighted how fun it is to work on something that's so filled with self-awareness on top of its rating, making it very exciting with the uniqueness of Deadpool as a character. I'm having so much fun and I haven't even hit the shooting floor yet. I have to say, developing a Deadpool movie is one of the most fun, creative experiences of my life because it's not just that it's R-rated, but it's also filled with self-awareness, and that makes in-writing very, very funny in a way that is unique to the franchise. Levy also looked back to his work on The Internship, which he cut from being an R-rated movie to a PG-13 movie. He called that one of the few regrets of his directing career, making it clear that he would not make that mistake again this time around. Given that the Walt Disney Company is one of the more family-friendly studios in the industry, it was especially shocking when Deadpool joined the company as part of the deal with Fox. And keeping in mind that fans have had their interests about whether the person could be his uncouth, reviling, fierce self that he's been in the comics and past films, all sides highlight no issues of any sort keeping Deadpool from his adults-only nature. Although the first two Deadpool movies had more than their fair share of gore, F-bombs, sex roms, and other assorted hilarity, Deadpool 3's R-rated shenanigans are unknown because filming has not yet begun. In addition, Hugh Jackman hinted that he will reprise his role as Wolverine, which fans have come to accept from him after seeing him become more violent and aggressive than ever in Logan, which came out in 2017. Additionally, it appears that Deadpool 3 will only mark the beginning of a change in the adult-oriented genre, despite the fact that Marvel Studios has not yet attempted something similar. Before Craven comes along, another Spider film hits theaters that's much more for the all-ages crowd. Kemp Powers, one of the directors of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which is out on June 2nd, unveiled 14 minutes of the anticipated animated superhero sequel. The footage featured a reunion between Brooklyn's resident Spidey, Teen Miles Morales, voiced by Shameik Moore, and his buddy from across the multiverse, Gwen Stacy, aka Ghost Spider, voiced by Haley Steinfeld. They swing across New York City, and Gwen tells Miles how she's been recruited into an elite strike force of spider people by Miguel O'Hara, played by Oscar Isaac. He's a ninja vampire Spider-Man, but a good guy, she tells Miles, in efforts to keep the multiverse from collapsing. Over the course of the past 10 years, Marvel Studios has developed into the leading producer of blockbuster films. With their huge trial making extraordinary progress, fans have considered how long the studio can keep on keeping all of their many film projects under the PG-13 rating. Well, that won't be the case going forward if a new scoop is accurate. Mikey Sutton of Geekosity asserts that things are pushing ahead to permit Wonder Studios' Big Cheese Kevin Feige to make adults-only Wonder Artistic Universe motion pictures. This is tremendous information and one that has a chance to stir up the Wonder Artistic Universe in huge ways, but it's important to talk about how that R rating could be used in the future. Mikey Sutton of Geekosity asserts that things are pushing ahead to permit Marvel Studios' Big Cheese Kevin Feige to make adults-only Marvel Cinematic Universe motion pictures. This is tremendous information and one that has a chance to stir up the MCU in huge ways, but it's important to talk about how that R rating could be used in the future. And of course, there was some reluctance from fans about the possibility of another cutting-edge film being brought into the MCU. A lot of that was due to the character being nerfed to fit within the PG-13 guidelines. Fans were concerned that this new version would not capture the same horror violence that the character was known for because the original Blade film, which does not get the credit it deserves for launching the Marvel film renaissance, which was rated R. Honestly, the scoop should be true because the MCU is going to have to bring in R-rated characters at some point. The endless array of characters that are available to Kevin Feige just can't all fit into a PG-13 box. If they want to maintain the reputation of delivering the most authentic versions of these characters on the big screen, then certain properties are simply going to have to be rated R. How big of a divide could this cause in the Marvel fandom? Or will audiences welcome the variety? Only time will tell, but that is all for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think about this new movie, Craven. I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.